Hi students, today in previous class we are discussing about STEM, but today we are discussing about STEM. In previous class we discussed about root, but in this class we discuss about STEM. What is STEM? Are you clear? What is STEM? STEM is the ascending, one of the important ascending axis of the plant. So root is the descending axis of the plant, but stem is the ascending axis of the plant. Now this is the root, you know everyone. Now this is descending axis. Root is the descending axis of the plant, and stem is ascending axis of the plant. And so it is arranged from plumule of embryo. You know everyone. Already we discussed about in previous class. The stem is arranged from when seed is germinated. So it can produce two stalk-like structure. You know everyone. So this is the plumule. Now this is radicle. The radicle develop into root. Yes. Plumule develop into stem. The stem is arise from plumule of embryo or epicotyle. Students, the stem is origin. The stem is arised from plumule of embryo and epicotyle of embryo. So it is very important. And you know everyone with the general character of the stem. Stem is the main axis of the shoot system. It is the middle axis of the shoot system. The stem is well differentiated nodes and internodes, but roots are not differentiated nodes and internode, but stem is differentiated nodes as well as internode. The stem is bears many leaves, branches, leaves, flowers and fruit also present in stem. So stem is the ascending axis of the plant. So it can differentiate nodes and internode. It have many branches and flowers and fruits, but not present in root system. You know everyone general character of the stem, but the questions are mostly asking in EAMCET and NEET examination modifications. So first of all, what is modification? You know everyone, modification nothing but changes. The modifications are reported in STEM. The purpose is to perform new function suitable for environmental condition. Are you students? Modification nothing but to changes. So why the modifications are reported in STEM? To perform new functions. You know every organisms, unicellular to multicellular, adapt to nature. The purpose is adaptation. So that's why the modification. In previous class we discussed modification in root. But in this class, the modification reported in STEM. So there are different type of modifications are reported in STEM. There are mainly three type of modifications are reported. The first one is undergone stem modification, aerial stem modification, and another one is subaerial stem modification. First we discuss about undergone stem modifications. It is also called multi-purpose stem modifications. Very important point, students. So undergone stem modification also called multi-purpose stem modifications. Why it is considered as a multi-purpose stem modification? It can perform more than one function. So multi-purpose stem modification, why it is called multi-purpose stem modification? Because it performs more than one function. So it stores food material, and it is useful for reproduction, and it is useful for perennation. It is useful for protection. One is storage of the food, the second one is reproduction, and third one is perennation, and fourth one is protection. So it can perform more than one function. That's why undergone stem modification consider multi-purpose stem modifications. The first one is rhizome. So it can grow below the soil. So it grow horizontally below the soil in particular depth. Rhizome is undergone stem modification. It grows below the soil. It clear differentiated dorsal and ventral side. You know everyone, rhizome. This is the rhizome. This is rhizome. So it have nodes and internodes. The rhizome is differentiate nodes and internodes. and covered by scaly leaves. Yes or no? And the ventral side many adventitious roots are present. Yes or no? And every node have axillary buds, axillary rhizomes. Axillary buds become daughter rhizome. It's a very important student. Axillary bud. Now this is the axillary bud. The axillary bud to become daughter rhizome. So what is the function of the rhizome? It can store food material. It is useful for vegetative reproduction. And examples of rhizome is very important. Examination pointer. One is ginger, Gingiber officinalis, and second one is curcuma, turmeric, curcuma longa, Canna indica, and banana is also very important. Banana lo kuda rhizome stem untundi. And colchicum, one of the important liliaceae plant. The rhizome stem is also reported in colchicum and pteridophytes. The rhizome is also reported in pteridophytes plants. So, these examples levu textbook lo. Banana, colchicum, pteridophytes. So, what the modified stem untundi, it is called rhizome. So, rhizome is reported in examples, you already know. And next one is corm. So, it grow below the soil but vertically. First one is grow horizontally, the second one is grow vertically. And it grow below the sea, it can differentiate nodes and internode. Now this is the vertical growth of a corm. It can differentiate nodes, internodes and scaly leaves. And many adventitious roots also present. Many adventitious roots also present. Now this is the corm. It grow below the soil vertically. And what is the differentiation between the rhizome and corm? So it is very important, students. So rhizome is grow horizontal and corm is grow vertical. As well as in corm, axillary buds are terminal bud larger than rhizome. Are you clear? In corm, terminal bud is very larger and a larger terminal bud is present in corm than rhizome. And also daughter corm is also present. So what is it useful? Reproduction. The function is same. Storage of the food and reproduction. Example, Colocasia, Amorphophallus, nothing but Jomini-Conda. Common name is also very important. Colocasia and Amorphophallus. Amorphophallus, nothing but Jomini-Conda. And next modification is stem tubers. Stem tubers is a very students. The underground tip of branches. In some plants, the branches are grow positively geotrophic. In those branches, tip of branches store food material to become solid. Are you clear? Stem tuber nothing but underground tip of branches. Solid. Why the tip of branches are solid? Due to the storage of the food is called stem tuber. So definition is very important, easy, but it is tip of branches only solid. Tip of branches only solid to become stem tubers, and the function is same. Storage of the food and reproduction and protection. Example, potato. You know potato family, Solanaceae family. Example మీరు గుర్తుంచుకునేటప్పుడు దాని ఫ్యామిలీ కూడా ఐడియా ఉండాలి, దాని బొటానికల్ నేమ్ కూడా ఐడియా ఉండాలి. సో పొటాటో Solanum tuberosum and also Helianthus tuberosum. So both plants are belongs to Solanaceae family. So questions ఎలా ఉంటాయంటే stem tubers reported in Solanaceae family. It is right or wrong? It is right option. Are you clear? Family important and botanical name important. Common name confuse చేస్తుంటారు ఎగ్జామినేషన్ ప్యాటర్న్. రెగ్యులర్ గా డైరెక్ట్ గా అడగడ పెట్టు పొటాటో అని అడగడు, పొటాటో ఫ్యామిలీ కూడా ఇస్తాడు. పొటాటో ఫ్యామిలీస్ నథింగ్ బట్ Solanaceae family. So potato family what type of undergone stem modification is reported? Stem tuber is reported. So ఆ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అడిగే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉంది. క్వశ్చన్స్ అడిగే విధానం అనేది డెఫినెట్ గా తెలుసుకోవాలి, అది ఇంపార్టెంట్. ద నెక్స్ట్ మోడిఫికేషన్ ఇస్ బల్బ్. So in bulb the stem is reduced and it is discoid. The stem is reduced. You know bulb everyone. Now this is the bulb. Discoid stem. No food stored. Food is absent in discoid stem. Students, this is the discoid stem. It is underground. It grows below the soil. But above the discoid stem, many fleshy leaf bases are present. Many fleshy leaf bases. So it is a leaf base. fleshy leaf base. It stores food materials. So many below the discoid stem, many adventitious roots also present. So discoid stem not store food material, students, and leaf base only fleshy. It become soiled due to the storage of the food material. And the fleshy leaf bases have many axillary buds and terminal buds. Axillary buds are always useful for reproduction, students, and terminal bud is always to develop into shoot. That is very important. And example, bulb example, Allium cephas and Allium sativum. So bulb. So what type of undergone stem modification reported in Liliaceae family? Bulb. So both are Allium cephas, Allium sativum, both are belongs to which family? Liliaceae family. Lily family lo what type of stems also reported? Bulb also reported. In which species? Like Allium cephas and Allium sativum. And next another modifications, aerial stem modifications. So there are different type of aerial stem modifications are there. So first one is tendrils. So tendril is wiry, sends to structure. Wiry coiled, sends to structure. When we provide support, the tendril is around that support and useful for climbing. The tendril is wiry, sends to structure. If you provide any support, the tendril is around that support and the plant is climbing. So what is the function of the tendril? Climbing. It is arranged from which part? It is important. Axillary buds as well as terminal bud. Axillary buds, terminal bud का form है, tendril का form है. Example say, in which plants the axillary buds to develop into tendrils? The example is very important. Passiflora, cucumber, ground gourds and watermelon. In those plants, the axillary buds are to develop into tendrils, useful for climbing. The next one is thorn, stem thorns. So it is woody, sharp, pointed structure, not sensitive. The woody, sharp, pointed structure. So it is also developed from either axillary buds or terminal buds. Students, examples important. So axillary bud example, in which plants axillary bud develop into thorns? Bougainvillea and citrus. In which plants axillary buds develop into thorns? Bougainvillea and citrus. The next one is, in which plants the terminal buds develop into thorns? Carissa. In which plant terminal buds develop into thorn? Carissa. In axillary buds, Bougainvillea and citrus. What is the function of the thorns? To protect the plant from grazing animals. Next one is phylloclad. Is one of the important aerial stem modification. It is commonly reported in which plants? Xerophytic plants. Students, very important plant. Xerophytic plants form I think phylloclads. So generally in xerophytic plants, due to lack of water, the water is not available continuous. So that's why in which plant the leaf is modified into spine. Then stem is modified green and flat-ended structure. Due to the modification of leaf into spine, the stem is modified. The stem is modified into green and flat-ended structure to perform photosynthesis. Leaf of lasting, the leaf is modified into spines. So that's why the stem is modified green and flat-ended structure. So purpose is to perform photosynthesis. So example, Opuntia, Euphorbia, Casuarina. Students, in Opuntia, what type of phyllodes are reported? Flat-ended. And Euphorbia, what type of phyllodes are reported? Cylindrical. In Casuarina, what type of phyllodes are reported? Needle-like phyllodes are reported in Casuarina. The next one is Cladode. So Cladode is one of the it is also reported in which plant? In xerophytic plant. But in this plant, only branch is modified. But in phyllodes, stem is modified. But in Cladode, only branch. The length is 1 internode. Length of branch modified to perform photosynthesis. Example, asparagus and ruscus. So these two asparagus, ruscus are best examples. So for Cladode, and both plants are belongs to Liliaceae family. ఇక్కడ ఫ్యామిలీ is చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండ్ బొటానికల్ నేమ్ ఆల్సో ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ బిట్వీన్ ద field node and cloud? The field node is differentiated many nodes and internodes. Many nodes and internodes are reported in field node because it is stem. But cloud node have only one internode because it is branch. So what is the common function in between the field node as well as cloud node? Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. And best examples asparagus as well as ruscus. The last one is bulbil. So bulbil only students very important point, examination point of view. Bulbil only perform vegetative reproduction. But in the undergone stem modification, all modifications are perform vegetative reproduction. But in aerial stem modification, only bulbil, the tendrils, thorns and field nodes, cloud nodes are not perform reproduction. Only bulbil is perform reproduction. So it is when the birds, either vegetative birds or floral birds, to store food materials. When those buds are detached from the parent plant to become new plant under suitable conditions. So what is the function of bulbil? It is useful for vegetative reproduction. Example, Dioscorea, agave, oxalis, etc. Students, so all modifications is very important and but the functions, but your examples, but your families are important. So ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఇంకా ఏ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో వచ్చినా ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఆర్ సెకండ్ ఇయర్ సిలబస్లో వచ్చినా కూడా దాదాపు 3 or 4 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్ ఎంసెట్లో 3 or 4 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్కు సెకండ్ ఇయర్కి లింకప్ చేస్తున్నారు క్వశ్చన్స్. సో అది దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకోండి. ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఇంకా ఏ టాపిక్లోనే వచ్చాయా అది దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకోవాలి. సో వాటికి లింకప్ చేస్తాడు. సో ఇంకా మోడిఫికేషన్లో కానీ లేదా ఫర్దర్ టాపిక్లో కానీ. నెక్స్ట్ లాస్ట్ మోడిఫికేషన్ ఈజ్ సబేరియల్ స్టెమ్ మోడిఫికేషన్స్. How many types of subaerial stem modifications are there? 4 types of subaerial stem modifications are there. Subaerial nothing but the stem is connected with soil and air. So that's why it's called subaerial. Subaerial stem modifications. How many types of subaerial stem modifications are there? 4 types. What is the first one? Runners. The first one is runner. So in runner the stem is very weak. The stem is very weak. It is grip on the soil, in which every node is rooted. Every node is rooted to become new plant. It's a very important. Stem is very weak. The stem is grip on the soil. So every node, now this is the node. Every node is rooted to become new plant. So this is the mother plant. Then all are daughter plants. When the daughter plants are separated from mother plant, they can live independent. So runner is very useful for vegetative reproduction. The stem is very weak and grip on the soil, and every node is rooted to become new plants. Examples important: oxalis and grass. Okay students, and next one is stolon. So very important, another subaerial stem modifications. Stolons are aerial. Students, stolons are aerial branches. They grow near the soil. First of all, the stolon is aerial branch. They grow near the soil and they grow downward. The branches are grow near the soil. When the branches are grow downward, now this is the branch. The branches grow downward, and when it touch the ground, it become new plant. It grow downward. It grow positively geotrophic and touch the ground to become new plant. So that is stolon. Stolen nothing but it is aerial branch, it grow downward and touch the ground to become new plant. So examples important. Nerium, rosa and jasmine and wild strawberry. Best examples are stolens. What is sucker? Sucker is underground branch. Suckers are underground branches. So the first one is stolen is aerial branch, but sucker is underground branch. For example, chrysanthemum. In chrysanthemum, the underground branch, it is underground branch, grow upward and to become new plant. So what is the differentiation between the stolen and sucker? Stolen is aerial branch and it grow downward, but sucker is underground branch, they grow upward. So variation is important. And what is the common function between the stolen and sucker? So both are useful for vegetative reproduction. So sucker best example, mentha, chrysanthemum, mentha, pudina, as well as chrysanthemum. Best examples are suckers. Next one is, last one is various modifications. Offsets. So offsets commonly reported in aquatic plants. Students, very important point. So the last other surveillance modification offset is reported in which plant? Aquatic plants. Reported in aquatic plants. In which plants the stem is reduced into discoid structure. The stem is reduced into discoid structure. Already we discussed about discoid stems already reported in bulb, and also discoid stems also reported in offset. It's a common points ఏమున్నాయి మిగతా మోడిఫికేషన్స్ కీ మోడిఫికేషన్స్ అవి కూడా అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తున్నారు. Discoid stem is reported in offset and leaves are arranged in rosette manner. Leaves are arranged in rosette manner. The leaves are arranged in rosette manner and below the discoid stem many balancing roots are present. Many balancing roots are present. So it is reported in which plant? In aquatic plants. One internode length of branches form, it become new plant. It become new plant. So what is it length? One internode. So each point to already వచ్చింది. One internode length. One internode length ఉన్న already branch వచ్చింది. One internode length of branch is reported in clouds, as well as one internode length of branch is forming offset also, but it grow horizontally, it become new plant. So what is useful? Vegetative reproductions. So ఇక్కడ theory point of view just to offset definition and example, but offset and need purpose of analysis must. Examples, what is analysis is very important, and common points and variations. For example, in offset in clouds, what is the common point? One internode length of branch is present. But in offset, the one internode length of branch is perform vegetative reproduction. But in clouds, the one internode branch to perform photosynthesis. Are you clear? So what is the common point in between the runners and offset? So in runners and offset, so it is a aquatic runner. Offset is considered as aquatic runner. Same, it grow, a runner is grow creep on the soil. It is also grow horizontally, but on the surface of the water. So both are same. So in runners, every node is rooted, but in offset is also the node is rooted to become new plants. So modifications, aerial, subaerial, and underground. ఈ వీటిలో ఉన్న కామన్ పాయింట్స్, వేరియేషన్స్ వాడు అనాలిసిస్ చేయాలి. చదవడం ఒకటి ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాదు, వాటిలో ఉన్న కామన్ పాయింట్స్ ఏంటి, వేరియేషన్స్ ఏంటి, ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఇంకా ఏ టాపిక్లో వచ్చాయా, అయితే ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ సెకండ్ ఇయర్ సిలబస్ అలాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ లింకప్ చేస్తుంటారు, కన్ఫ్యూజ్ చేస్తుంటారు. ఆ కన్ఫ్యూజ్ చేసిన వల్ల మనకు వేరే రాంగ్ ఆప్షన్ పెట్టే ఛాన్సెస్ ఎక్కువగా ఉంటాయి. సో బట్ క్లారిటీ ఇస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ గుర్తుకురాని ఇంకా గుర్తుకురాలి. ఇప్పుడు ఆఫ్సెట్ పిస్టియా. So pistil is also important. Which roots? Balancing roots. So in the root packets also reported in pistia and eichhorn. So So what is root packet? So actually root cap is present, but in aquatic plant root cap is present. Sorry, root pocket is present. Commonly the apex of the root is protected by root cap. We already discussed root cap in previous class, but root pockets are reported in offsets and aquatic plants. So root pocket is regenerated. When it is loose, it can reform, but offsets are not regenerated. It can arrange loosely. The root packets are reported in offsets. So what type of roots are reported in offset? Balancing roots are present. Students, root and stem modifications are completed. Then we will discuss leaf and inflorescence in tomorrow class. So what type of modifications are reported in leaf, and what is leaf, and what parts are present in leaf, and what is inflorescence, we will discuss next class. The morphology of flowering plant, one of the very important chapter for NEET. So approximately 4 to 5 questions. NEET or MCET లో 4 to 5 questions వస్తున్నాయి ఈ టాపిక్ నుంచి. సో ఇందులో మెయిన్గా ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఓకే.